It's another day in the Matrix. It's another day to seek out knowledge. And that's the common goal we should all share. If you seek, you shall find, you know? See, she can hear that box. That railroad box, I can hear it too. I've been out here with a bunch of people. And I seem to be the only person that can hear that low frequency emitted from that railroad box. I don't know how often those boxes are there, but it's like the communication station. Man, it's loud. It's loud to me, and no one else hears it. That's incredible. But I just saw her notice it, you know. Anyway, man, tranquility out here, baby. I'm telling you what. Look at the sun, just parting the trees in that light type of way. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. I always ask myself, what's behind the sun? You know? Really, it's electricity, it's water, right? It's light, it's magma, it's fire. It's all these things. It's a rock. But you know, that's incredible. To think of the concept of, you know, every star you see in the sky is another sun. It's incredible. They're all connected. I mean, they would have to be, you know, because of the same matter they would consist of. But yeah, this is Wappingham's Forest. We just come out here and vibe. And that's all you can do any day of the week. Doesn't matter where you're at, who you are, really who you think you are. The sun is always there for you. You know? Man, if the sun just didn't come up one day, wow. Darkness. That's a very old narrative, the light versus the dark. But that's why the sun's been worshipped for thousands of years, because it alleviates the darkness. Hey, yo, May. All that icy, cold, subarctic temperature. The sun keeps us from, you know. And it feels good, you know. I mean, there's got to be like a 15-degree difference from the shadow to the sunspot. Yeah, the trees will make you feel like you're here, you know. Make you feel like you're at home. This is home. I mean, really, if you look at the internals of your house, it's wood. You know, they're not building homes out of lithium yet, lithium and cobalt. Should be very expensive, but you know what I mean. Plaster. walking along, singing a song, walking in the forest, Wonderland. VR 46. Exactly. You have to create your own song. It's very easy to get other people's words stuck in your head because all music is chanting. We know this. Nice to meet you too, VR. Welcome to Wappingham Forest, where we sing songs. Yeah, this is nice. And over the next couple months, what you'll see is a vast difference in coloration and the density of the forest itself. Really, you can see for miles once the foliage is gone. You know. Yo. And you'll hear gunshots from time to time. And that's okay. You know? It's better than hearing no gunshots, which would be un-American. Pow! Pow! What are you doing, dog? Walk off. Out here we eat apples. We roast bones. We look into the mind's eye, seeking continuously some type of truth that seems to only exist out here in the forest for some reason. That's right, go towards the gunshots. That's what we need. Yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I've been ha, 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 ha. Out here in the forest, the only conclusion you make is that the mind is the only thing that creates. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's incredible how much colder it is in the shadow. I was out here during the eclipse, and it was wild watching the shadows disappear. If you can imagine, it was still daytime, you know? So it was light out, but nothing casted a shadow. It's all very strange. Very strange indeed. But we're out here, you know? Enjoying this while we can. You never know. One day, man, might not be able to. Look at these 15-minute cities and these different European countries. It's happening. Hey, yo, mate. It's happening right now, and that's not sarcasm. It reminds me when 5G came out in these same cities. Oh yeah, there's the sun right there. Nice. And people were having issues. People were having issues, you know, in the residential areas. Because they knew these towers were being built. And they were having nosebleeds and headaches and all these different symptoms. And that's what I tell people about weather manipulation. I've been telling them for a long time that these radar devices, they can actually redirect hurricanes, right? Through isotopes and a bunch of different words that won't even make sense. But the truth is, that means that every hurricane's man-made. Because that means they could divert them before landfall. Now, weather manipulation goes back to the Vietnam War, man. Hey, yo, mate. It was like 3 million Viet Cong, 4 million Viet Cong died. 80,000 American men died. That's a very, very vastly different number on either side. But could you imagine for a second? Just imagine the greatest weapon ever created would be weather manipulation. I think it was Kaku, Mitsu Kaku, you know, that Japanese professor that they propagate so well. He had a convention. This was a long time ago. He was one of the hosts, the main scientific hosts of the convention. And essentially what he was saying is that, man, we're gonna control the weather by 2050. We will control weather patterns by 2050. And I never forget hearing this 10 years ago. Maybe 20. It was a long time ago, you know. And thinking, man, like, this is all based off of phase 1 planet that we are not yet, supposedly. We're not a phase 1 planet technologically. But ever will we do. We can only hope it's based off survival and not further enslavement, because weather manipulation in the wrong hands is, as I said, quite possibly the most devastating weapon. If you look at that Hurricane Milton right now, I mean, really, check that out, man. It's madness. 150 mile per hour winds. They could have changed that. Their radar devices are powerful enough to see these things coming from a distance. And that's the truth. In many ways, I don't believe anything I hear on TV, but I watched 4 months with no rain. 4 months, and then it rained for 3 or 4 days. You know, it's incredible how it all works. But for these main scientists to come out and openly say that, hey, the goal is to control the planet, to control the weather of Earth, and to harness the sun. Really, the greatest energy source, harnessing the sun, right? But what's this going to do to the overall axis points of the Earth? What's this going to do to the geometrical stability? I mean, really. And now we have an extra moon. It's worth talking about every time I talk out loud. And on October 16th, you can see the largest supermoon of the year. Just so happens. Okay? But remember, that's just a comet. That's just a comet orbiting our Earth all of a sudden at the same time as the moon. And the moon's not going to interject with it. And those craters on the moon are there from thousands of comets or meteors hitting them. But hey, who knows how that all works. But it reminds me of that really long cigar-shaped object with the Hawaiian name that slingshotted. It did a slingshot maneuver, you know, off our sun. It used our sun to propel. Maybe it used it as a charging system for its warp drive, right? But they saw it enter our atmosphere and had to talk about it because people saw it. You know, they couldn't not bring it to fruition. And then it's gone. And like, oh man, this is the actual picture of it. And it looked like a CGI picture. But regardless, right? Comets, disguised, right? Disguised meteors. They've been saying that that's how we get diseases for a long time, believe it or not, is that meteorites don't dissipate fully in our ozone to where they're bringing interplanetary bacteria that creates disease on our planet. Well, you don't say. So you mean to tell me that ozone layer that we see in the movies, in the Apollo movie and, you know, all that other stuff, doesn't absolutely destroy any type of impeding danger coming from outside of it? There are meteorites that get through and spread diseases. Wow. Huh. Well, so I guess that mini moon that we're going to have for a month or two has no bearing on anything else, but it just, you know, being within our orbit for just a fragment of time. No, it's nothing. It's nothing, right? I mean, if you really think about this stuff, man. Really think about it when you look up at night. Every day we wake up. We just wake up. We eat. We go to work. We look at our phones. You know, has someone notified me of something? Please. We go home. On the way home, we get gas. Got to get gas. See, we don't understand. We've been slowed down to a crawl. And that's the Matrix. That's why they don't want you to astral project, because you would realize that your brain is more powerful than any supercomputer that will ever be created. You create the world around you. And yes, that's very much video game oriented, but a role-playing game doesn't mean that you do or do not have control regardless. Hey, yo, May. I mean, look off in the distance. All the layers. Hey, yo, May. She's gone. That's good for her, man. I'm happy for her. Randy. VR retracted, and Randy, hello. Here we are, a dog and a deer. Which one runs? Mm-hmm. Why does Randy, the name Randy always reminds me of that guy from Trailer Park Boys. I don't know anyone that's named Randy other than that guy. So now there's two guys. Randy. And that's my brainwashed millennial brain at the same time. Having too much pop culture embedded within it. And that's the Matrix. Unfortunately, I would be a hypocrite to say that I knew anything. I don't know who created me. And that's the grand quandary that should overtake every moment of your life until you one day understand that this is a test. And if it's not a test, it's a harvest, because there's no other reason we should exist on the level we do. Our heart is this miracle of energy, just like the sun. It just beats. But we gotta pump gas, right? Gotta mine coal, right? Yeah, but our heart beats. You know, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're way more powerful than the engineering that's taken place amongst us. So much more powerful that we're important enough to be abducted, you know, by friendly alien beings that want to show us inventions and stuff. Every time I come up here, I remember this place. Because in this tree, what I discovered was incredible. And really, that's what it is. Some type of translucent creature found in this tree. Come over here, May. Come over here. Yeah. And the fact remains, nobody knows what it is. Hey, May, come over here. Up in this tree is something so incredible that I discovered. So mind-blowing. It looked like orbs. However, eyes of some type of translucent creature of some sort that has never actually been identified. True story. And it's on the channel. Now this is hollowed out way up in there. Hella high up in there. Legit. But that's the truth. We don't know what's actually out there. I think it was, it's like 20,000 species have been undiscovered. Rottie maximus. Now, truth be told, that Rottweiler, that breed goes back to the Mongolian era when they were bred specifically for being guard dogs. It's incredible. Because that's why you don't see him very often. I can't get him to leave my side. You know? True story. And that's cool. That's cool. And I didn't believe it at first. It sounds unbelievable, some of the things you'll hear about a dog having thousands of years of breeding in his blood. And it's incredible. Really. Oh, this feels great. Man. Hey, yo, May, come over here. Yo, the patterns of this tree. I don't know if you can see it, but they're different. Goku, you shall have one. You must first fly. Yeah, this is the real simulation, man. Like, wow, just vibing out. It'll never, it'll never cease to amaze me. Just feeling the sun on my shaved head and looking off in the distance, wondering who the hell created this. Have a moment of silence for God, you know, the Son of God. 'Cause that's really what the Son is, the Son of God and all that. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, and then you've got 12 zodiacs, which represent like the 12 disciples of the Son of God, you know, which is pretty cool how that works. They look drunk. Yeah, I mean, they absolutely are. Those dogs, they will drag you around if you let them. That's why you have to overpower animals. You might have to do push-ups now, okay? You may have to do many push-ups, Goku. But it's attainable, it is. This is kind of the halfway point up here where the concrete jungle rears its ugly head, you know. Yeah, the sun feels magnificent. I see you, bro. Come on. Hey. Come on. Hey, yo, dude. Hey. Hold up. Galloping. I know that gallop. Hey, come here, bro. all about that gallop. Let's see something. Yeah, that's the reality, is that up there, there's always other dogs, and yeah. And Rottweilers, they don't do well with male dogs. At least this one doesn't. He's got issues, man. But we all do. Yeah, I got subscriptions, man. You know, not just an issue. But yeah, this is Wappingham's Forest. I welcome you all. The 3 of you in here right now. And then there's me and then the 2 dogs. So there's 6 of us here right now. Hopefully changing the world. Believing that one day everyone will have a Wappingham Forest to go to, you know? And find that inner peace that exists no matter what is actually in your path. It doesn't even matter. Literally, nothing can stop you from accomplishing whatever it is you desire, because, truth be told, this is just a simulation anyway. All you have to do is put your mind to it. It's incredible. It is. It really is. I mean, and being Wappingham it's kind of like being in Nottingham. Yeah, that's right. And this is Little John right in front of me. And then up there is that other guy. Or, you know. And this is once again my millennial brain remembering Kevin Costner in a great performance with Morgan Freeman. Yeah. And then the guy that played, man, he was in Harry Potter, passed away. The guy that ended up being Harry's dad was the villain in Robin Hood with Kevin Costner. And that was an outstanding portrayal. They even did a spin-off. Man, what was it called? They did a couple spin-offs of that movie. Men in Tights. That was Dave Chappelle. And that was his debut. And then The Princess, something rather. Something like this. There was a few other ones. The point is, man, I feel like Robin Hood, you know, without the bow and arrow. You know, if you only knew. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice, bro. If you do this every day, you will yearn for it until you're just out here eating apples. Period. Roasting bones. It's like a passageway right here. A gateway. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't go do when I was in California that I should have. I saw the redwoods. Hard to imagine trees that large. You know, very large trees. That means we were much larger back in the day. That means we were giants too. You would have had to just parallel the oxygenation process. That means we would, everything, mosquitoes would be huge. I mean, look at the mountains, man. The theory of those being tree stumps, the mountains being just very gigantic tree stumps for these huge people, these huge 50-foot people. I could believe it, man. 100 foot. There's a sun out there. I don't remember where. Look it up. There's a sun out there that's 1,500 times larger than ours. 1,500 times larger than our sun, which means that, I mean, whether it's silicon life, carbon life, whatever, it would have to be 1,500 times larger than us, theoretically. Through posterity, I mean, it's look, that's a very large person or being. You're talking just literally a mile high, man. Literally a mile high human being. And it wouldn't be out of the question. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, because above me right now is miles of breathable air. Miles. It's incredible. It's as if we were downsized. And they've discovered the bones and the footprints side by side with dinosaurs. They've discovered giants over and over and over and over. And they have worked so hard, you know, to keep that a secret, because it would rewrite history. But not as much as you'd think, because the Bible tells you this stuff. How you doing? How you doing, man? He's too friendly. Come on. Stop it. All right, go down there, go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did it with a leash. Yeah, man. Oh. I'm just out here walking. Oh, yeah. I haven't been here in a little while. This is nice. Really, this is where I attempt to further the understanding of what I'm actually, or rather what's actually being projected in front of me, man. I'm trying to figure out. Man. Trying to figure out, you know, anything. Because when you think about the sun and the way all this works, it's extraordinary. I mean, it really is, man. Just pull up a chair and sit and just vibe out all day long. Hey, Duke, come here. Let me get your leash, bro. All right. Yo, come here. Now, normally I'd be skipping rocks, but not right now, because it's going to lead to different things that, you know. There's only one pit bull here, but that's cool. You know? Yeah, I give that dog raw eggs and raw meat. You know? It's crazy. Just above me, two men crisscrossed with earpieces on. Above me on the trail that I just came from. You know? Isn't that incredible? The chances of that are extremely low. They really are. And anyway, stay with me. Don't go out there. Come here. Yo, Dragon, what's up? Dragon, you still on that game? Because, you know, I wanted to be. I did. Warzone back in the day. Man, incredible thing. Hey, yo, Duke, come here. Come over here. I know where you're going. That dog right there just wants me to throw a rock. Yeah, she heard it. No, 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 no. No, shut up. A 2-hour game mode. Listen, that Rottweiler is intense. Look, that Rottweiler is happy. That's happiness right there. Hey, bro, look at the camera. Ookie. That's a happy dog right there. I refuse to believe it isn't. Their playtime. When you were in your bicycle, you saw Rottie. Okay. That's cool. You're not chatbot GPT at all, playtime. Dragon. Yeah, I love your enthusiasm, but it's too much, bruh. Hold back. Here's the thing. They need to hey, I know what you mean, man. I would love to skip a rock right now, but you're not going to let that happen, so it's over with. Done for. Dragon Shazinski. Hey, don't let me whop on you. You will get whopped on out here. Yo. Hey, that Rottweiler. You asking a lot of questions, Chat GBT, trying to act human. Dragon, check out who Playtime is, man. Check that out, because I don't know. Chat GBT, man, they're slick, man. They're getting it in, making things look real. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Uh-huh. Somebody else all of a sudden up there with a dog. They're about to make this day hard for me. But nah, I got that vision, right? That seeing the future type stuff. History repeats itself. Frankie Ash, I love you. All right? Always remember that. Yeah, he's a lot to deal with, man. There's a lot of love there. And a lot of masculinity, alpha male in the air type of presence all the time. And that's why people get their dogs fixed, because it's like having a teenager in my house that could potentially kill me. For real. Let that resonate. Yeah, all that barking. Look at you now. Go get you some water. Yeah. As I was saying before, Barky Bark and the Barky Bunch started being vocal. I'm just lifting my legs up. Act like you're abused or something. Get out of here. And we got 4 likes. That's cool, man. 4 whole people like this. Man, I've officially arrived. For real. For reals. I wonder how many more people are going to walk above me all of a sudden on this conquest, this journey to the unknown abyss of unknowingness that is ahead of us. That's all we can do. It's just walk and find plastic all over the place. That water is very cold. I promise you. Hella cold. Listen, I want to skip a rock badly, but it'll create disruption. It's like a butterfly effect. You know what I mean? I love how like 14 people all of a sudden commented on the dog. It's really strange. Dragon, what do you think about that if you're still there? More plastic. What are you actually saying to me? I mean, throw rock? Is that what that means? Throw rock and dog words? Really what I'm out here doing is looking for a pyramid rock. A triangle. Very hard to find. Very hard to find. Now, Mountain Dew, you'll see it everywhere. People gotta have their dew. What do you smell up there, dog? You smell another dog, don't you? I smell fear. Yeah. Let's see here. Trying to find that one rock to rule all the other rocks. Because it is here. You just have to... Oh, so now you know the word rock, and it's just this vicious thing. Is there somebody standing behind me that I can't see? Yeah, you got the birds competing. Wappingham. I need a new soap bar really while I'm down here. This is what I use to clean. All right, let's go up there. Let's get out of here. You're ruining it. You ruined it. Now, I need you to take me up the hill. Come on. You're like a sled dog, aren't you? Bruh. That's an alien. Look at this, bruh. You're an alien, huh? You're watching human race from inside their home, huh? Look me in the eye. Let me do the Vulcan mind read on you. Yeah, definitely an alien. All right, let's go out there. Go, pull me. Yeah! Pull me. Come on, man. All right. Oh, you're going to go backwards. Huh, that's cool. What the hell is happening? Hey, May. Hey, yo, May. All right, come on, let's go, bro. Pull me up there. Pull me up there. Here you go. Good job. Come on. You got this, bro. All right. Let's get out of here. We're surrounded by them. You're Egyptian. You're in Egypt. Man, I have some good friends from Egypt. I haven't seen them in 15 years. You know, the infatuation with the Egyptian culture it has merit. I mean, the Egyptians, their religion, which is probably paganism still, but it predates everything. You know, I'm pretty sure every religion you see today pretty much is interpretation of Egyptian knowledge in some form, which is wild, man. People don't want to believe that. Yeah, people don't want to believe that. Everything we think we know about religion is just paganism. You know, the only thing that exists is right now. And people have a hard time with that. You know? The past, it's easy to just be in the past. You see what I mean? It's easy to be. And these aren't my words. This is from a German scientist who was trying to explain to people like a quantum entanglement or something, relativity. And he said, you know, everyone is good with living in the future. And the past, the future, they're cool with either one of those, man. But when you bring up the now, when you bring up the right now to people, it's hard to digest. And that's all that exists. So it's all false regardless. But the pyramids, the reality of the pyramids. Is they are a representation of dynamic geometry. Truth be told, man. See, you're only seeing half that pyramid when you look up above ground. The rest of that period, the pyramid makes the same shape below ground. more of a crystal. You just don't see the whole thing. But that's life. I would say when we die, we go back to static geometry. When we're alive, it's kind of like dynamic geometry, man. You know? Bruh. Yankage. Yeah, but pretty soon, man, this will all be dead. It'll be snowing out here. We can only hope. We get massive amounts of snow. Huge accumulation. So I can make hella snow angels and ice balls. Yes. Yeah, that was incredible. It was incredible earlier. Sadie, how you doing? Excuse me. Come on, man. Have a good day. Come here, Sadie. See, up here is it's a lot more desolate of an area once you reach the halfway point. As many people wandering. But about an hour into the stream, I hear a whopping. And that's all you can do. Take a walk, sing a song, fresh air. Hella deep breaths. There are no streets out here. And I always go back to this tree. Because up inside here is cool. All this stuff reminds me of different forms of kind of like the darker paintings you see. A lot of people don't know that one man created the alien from the original Alien movies with Ridley Scott. That guy created so many pieces of art that his style of art is so dark. It may have actually created goth in this. It's a very, nobody knows this guy, talks about him, but he is a German artist that has the darkest style of modern art. It is modern because it's in the 70s, 60s, 70s. Still not. It's on the cusp. But the guy that drew the original artwork for the Xenomorph in the Alien movies, like the Alien vs. Predator, that guy. Hey, yo, May. Some of his paintings will change your life. You'd have to be rich to get a hold of any of them, I'm pretty sure. Then he may have like, you know, $1,000 painting you can purchase. I haven't looked that up, but some of those, man, it's like he integrated robotics with human DNA and animal DNA within these paintings. Very dark. But anyway, welcome to Wappingham's Forest. And the darkness couldn't exist without the light, and vice versa. We're all reminded of this every day in the battle of good versus evil, which never seems to end for one reason or another. I personally can't remember the last time that neutrality was what people wanted. It's like one side or the other. And it's more than that, man. There's so much more than that. A little bit of a breeze out here. Getting that extra juice going, you know? That extra sauce flowing, you know? You just gotta stand up straight and look straight ahead. All these straight words, you know? Hopefully that's not like a bad word, the word straight. I mean, it might be. I might get banned for saying the word straight. And I can live with that, you know? Yeah, for sure. Up here, Duke. Come on. Walk in front of me. I know it's hard. It's hard to do this. You don't want to do it. Okay. I mean, it's nice, man. I gotta, you know, someone covering my 6, someone covering my 12, which is strange, but wait, the far away 12, you know? Gee, I'll be doing this daily for the next few months as the seasons change, and kind of revitalizing the old adage of go outside and do something, you know? If anything, just be outside. It's really easy just to be inside all the time, everywhere. No matter where you go, you're inside. You're in a car, you're inside. You're at your job, you're inside. You're home. You're inside. Unless you're in the yard. You know? But the point is, man, you gotta, if you've ever sat outside all night, right, under the moonlight, if you've ever slept outside, it's incredible how you feel the next day. Yes, you feel abducted by something out there, but in the same sense, you feel liberated. Like what you're breathing in your house might be toxic for your well-being, you know? Your refrigerator, your air unit. It could be anything, man. Anything. Yes, I just tripped. Not as hard as I usually do. Not as hard as I usually do. But yeah, this has been a blast. As usual. It always is, man. Never stops being fun. Wappingham's journeys in Wappingham's forest. You know? And it is every time. Hey, yo, mate. It's like this old saying I created many years ago. Speed limit is an oxymoron. Thing. When I get phone calls on this phone, it throws my live stream off. That's crazy. You know? Throws the live stream off, baby. I love you all. I can't see anything anymore, but hey, this has been a presentation of Wappingham's Forest. I'll see you.